You are holding a ball over a hole that goes all the way through the Earth. You let go. What happens next is one of the most beautiful results in all of classical mechanics. And it starts with a premise so absurd, it sounds like a cartoon. The Earth is not hollow. It is not cooperative. It is not cool. It is not structurally interested in having a hole in it. And yet, we are doing this. We assume the tunnel exists. We assume it is evacuated, no air. We assume the walls hold. We assume the planet is a perfect uniform sphere. These are lies, glorious, useful lies. Now, drop the ball. At the surface, gravity pulls it downward at 9.8 meters per second squared. Familiar. It accelerates, picks up speed. The tunnel walls blur past. But here's the part nobody thinks about. As the ball goes deeper, gravity gets weaker. Not because you are farther from the center, because only the mass below you is pulling you down. The shell of rock above you pulls equally in all directions. It cancels itself out. This is the shell theorem. Newton proved it in 1687. It means the effective gravity on the ball is proportional to its distance from the center. At the center, 0, the ball reaches the center at maximum speed and shoots straight past it. Now it is on the other side, and gravity is pulling it back towards center. It decelerates, slows, stops, exactly at the other side, at the antipode, not even a millimeter past the surface. Then it falls back in, back and forth forever. This is simple harmonic motion, the same equation as a pendulum, the same equation as a spring. The Earth, it turns out, is a giant harmonic oscillator, and harmonic oscillators have a period, a fixed, predictable round-trip time. How long does one full oscillation take? The formula uses Newton's gravitational constant, the density of the Earth, and pi. Plug in the numbers. The answer is 84 minutes and 12 seconds. That is the full round trip. Down and back, which means the one-way trip, surface to antipode, takes 42 minutes. 42 minutes. No matter how fast you drop it, no matter how heavy it is, the period of a harmonic oscillator does not depend on the amplitude. That is not intuitive, that is astonishing. Now let's talk about what it actually feels like. The moment you let go, you are in free fall. You feel weightless, the same weightlessness astronauts feel in orbit. The same physics. You accelerate for the first half of the trip. You hit maximum speed exactly at the center. How fast? About 7.9 kilometers per second. That is orbital velocity, the speed needed to orbit the Earth at the surface. Not a coincidence. The geometry makes them exactly equal, and 84 minutes, the tunnel period, is also the orbital period at the surface. The orbit and the tunnel are the same phenomenon. One is free fall in a circle, one is free fall in a line. Same clock. Now here's where it gets genuinely strange. What if you didn't drill through the center? What if you drilled a chord? A tunnel that cuts across the Earth at an angle, missing the center. Say London to New York, roughly. That tunnel is shorter. The ball doesn't go as deep. It never reaches the core, so it never reaches maximum speed. You would expect the shorter chord to take less time. Shorter trip, right? It takes exactly 42 minutes. Same time. Every chord tunnel, every angle, every city pair on Earth. Tokyo to Buenos Aires, 42 minutes. Sydney to Oslo, 42 minutes. Your house to the corner shop, 42 minutes. The maths is unambiguous. It happens because shorter chords are also shallower. Less gravity, but also less distance. They perfectly compensate. The restoring force is weaker, but so is the amplitude. They cancel. This is Hooke's law, F and G arts. The Earth's gravity inside the tunnel obeys exactly this law. The Earth is not just any oscillator, it is an ideal one. Now let's come back to reality for a moment. We assumed uniform density. The Earth is not uniformly dense. The core is mostly iron and nickel, far denser than the crust. The real gravity profile inside the Earth is not a straight line. Gravity actually increases slightly as you descend through the mantle. It peaks at the core mantle boundary, about 10.7 meters per second squared. Then it drops to 0 at the center. So the real tunnel trip would be slightly faster than 42 minutes. About 38 minutes for the real density profile. Still astonishing. Still the same for every chord. Now let's talk about heat. The mantle is between 500 and 900 degrees Celsius. The outer core is liquid iron at 4,000 degrees. The inner core is solid iron under such pressure it cannot melt, even at 5,000 degrees. The pressure at the center is 360 gigapascals. That is 3.5 million times atmospheric pressure. Nothing we could build survives it. The deepest borehole ever drilled, the Kola Superdeep, reached 12 kilometers. The Earth's radius is 6,371 kilometers. We made it 0.2% of the way. The drill melted. So the tunnel is a thought experiment, a clean idealization. But thought experiments are how physics works. Einstein never actually rode a light beam. Newton never actually dropped a cannon from a mountain. The question is not whether it is buildable. The question is what the answer reveals. And what it reveals is this: gravity is a restoring force. It always pulls toward the equilibrium. The center, proportional to distance. That is the definition of simple harmonic motion. The Earth accidentally satisfies this equation perfectly. Not by design, because this is what gravity does when you're inside a sphere. Any sphere, any uniform density, any size. The period only depends on density, not on size. A tunnel through a planet the size of Jupiter but Earth's density, still 42 minutes. A tunnel through a marble with the same density, 42 minutes. This is physics telling you something deep about the structure of gravity. It is scale-free at constant density. Let's go back to that ball. Still falling, still weightless. If you were riding with it, you would feel nothing. No sensation of speed, no wind, no heat. We evacuated it, remember? Just smooth, silent, free fall. For 42 minutes. Then you emerge from the other side of the Earth. Silently, perfectly. And if nobody catches it, it falls back in. Back and forth, forever. The Earth as a clock. Nobody planned this. Newton discovered it. The Earth was already doing it. The planet you are standing on is a harmonic oscillator that has been waiting 4.5 billion years for someone to drill a hole in it. Drop the ball. 42 minutes. Other side. Every time. Tonight, remember, the universe is not complicated. It is just deeply, unreasonably elegant. If you want more of this, subscribe. We do this every week.